Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a different kind of video where I'll be sharing how I started my law firm after losing my job, starting with tips on dealing with job loss. The reason I'm doing this video is because I know a lot of people have lost their job due to the pandemic, and I'm sharing my journey with the hope that I'm going to help even one person and inspire them during these hard times. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I am Ruth Tanui, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, and also the founder and managing partner of Ruth Tanui and Company Advocates. Let me start with giving you a small background about my journey. I got admitted to the bar on 14th of February last year. It was one of the most exciting days of my life because this was fruits of my labor after 7 years of studying law. I'll actually share some photos here on the screen. This first photo is me shaking the CJ's hand. It's one of my favorite photos because it's more of an indication that you made it. Then this other second photo is me with my friend. The huge smiles speak for themselves. We were so excited. And then this third photo is me with my parents, who I thank for my existence in this world and also for giving me the opportunity to live my dream of becoming an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. However, my excitement did not last long. I remember I went back to work so excited to start this new journey. Then my boss dropped the bombshell saying that at the moment the law firm cannot afford an advocate. I was so devastated, you can imagine. Imagine it now, after 7 years of working that hard to get here, and then you're being told your job is over. It was one of the worst days of my lives. I remember I almost went into a depression. That's why I feel that by sharing my journey, I'm going to help one person out there. And in this video, I'm going to give you 6 tips that will at least help you get through this. I hope they're going to be helpful to you. My first tip will be take time to process everything. The biggest mistake I made was trying to act as though everything was okay, yet it was not. Remember, you have just lost probably your only source of income, so everything clearly is not okay. So just take time. I don't mean take a year, just take like even a few weeks or a week just to process everything. I remember during that time, that's the period I watched season 1 to season 6 of Game of Thrones. So this is the time, just do whatever makes you feel better. Just do it at this time. The worst mistake you can make is acting as though everything is okay. Remember, that's how depression begins, when you're trying to avoid a problem. So make sure you take time to yourself. That is very important. My second tip will be, do not be afraid to ask for help. I know for many people it's so hard to ask for help, especially if you have been used to being and you are used to being so independent while doing your own things. I remember also me asking for help was something so hard. I remember even I was thinking of asking for help from someone like my dad, but I was feeling that he has already given me everything, he has educated me. I'm the one supposed to be helping him instead of him helping me. But remember, you are in a dilemma. You have just lost your job. It's not something, you're not doing it out of laziness or out of just wanting people to just help you. So, and do not feel, no man is an island. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness in any way or form. So don't be afraid to ask for help from friends and family. It is very understandable and it's very okay. My third tip is for you to have a plan of how you're going to take care of your bills. Remember, it's only your salary that has stopped coming in, but your bills have not stopped. So this is the time to have a plan. The reason of this is that to reduce depression. Remember, if you avoid the problem is when you're going to get into more depression. So at least by solving some problems like bills, it will help you in coping with everything that's going on. So if you have savings, good for you. If you don't have, this is where I also say don't be afraid to ask for help. You can ask for help from your family or friends, or even do whatever it takes to find a solution of how you're going to take care of your bills. Even if it will mean maybe going to a cheaper house, that is still okay, because this is just a moment, a bump in the road. When everything gets back to normal, when you get maybe a job or when you get back to your feet, is when now you can now. My fourth tip is for you to have someone to talk to. Remember, this is a time that you're going through a lot. So it helps to have someone to talk to. I would advise talking to someone who has been through the same situation, or someone who really understands. Remember, we are human beings. There are people at this time who will even be telling you things that will make you feel worse. So ensure that you surround yourself with positive people who you can easily talk to, explain to them what you're feeling, and they can give you some words of encouragement. Trust me, at this moment you will need them, because this is the time that you're feeling bad about whatever is going on. My fifth tip is for you, do not compare yourself with others. I know it's easier said than done. This is the time that you'll find yourself maybe going to social media, you're seeing your friends, their lives are still going on as normal. But remember, everyone's path is different, so do not compare yourself with your friends. And comparing yourself, remember, will make you even feel worse about the situation that is going on. So as much as possible, avoid comparing yourself. And also remember that everyone's path is different, and this is just a bump on the road. Everything is going to be okay. Last tip is for you not to give up. Please do not give up at any point. I remember when I was in that situation, I wanted to give up, giving up by packing my things and going home. But I told myself I'm going to try and find a job, or do self-employment in any way to get back to my feet. So do not give up at any time. This is just a bump on the road. Everything is going to be okay. I hope these tips have been helpful. If you have been in the same situation and you would want to give some advice, please feel free to leave your comment at the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.